Okay, guys, they say third time's a charm, but this is like fifth time's a charm. So I don't know why it's not allowing me to add her, but come on in. Hopefully you are here, Rihanna, and seeing this so that you can jump on. And oh good, Rihanna wants to be in your video. Yay, add. Okay, bring her on. Okay, I think we did it. It says adding,
Hi.
connect. Oh,
It's
yes.
the phone, Becky. We can't do it on our
Okay.
computers.
Okay, well, now I guess now we know. And I'll have to ask Erin. Maybe that was it. Maybe she was trying to, we've got Eugenia. Woohoo! We've got some people. I'm so glad this worked. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but I guess now we know both of us have to do it on our phone. Like I said, it's been harder for me to do it on my laptop, so I always just go live on my phone. But now we know that to bring both of us in, it's gotta be
Yes.
it's gotta be on the phone. Okay, good to know. All right, so hopefully we didn't just lose our whole audience.
Okay.
Because this is what, the fifth time.
I'm gonna hide my comments because I don't want to get distracted.
Go for it.
Okay.
Go for it. Okay, well, so today for our lunch buddy, I don't think we have anybody on yet, but that's all right. We'll just go ahead and get started. Hopefully they will refresh, and if not, we'll just have them watch the replay.
I'm sorry, guys. I was not coming on alone. I was not prepared for this.
It's all right. Well, now, like I said, there's no way to really practice because you can't go live in a group without going live in a group unless yeah. So anyway, but here we are, and I'm so excited for our Lunch and Learn buddy today, Rianna White. She is our director of 12 months. She promoted 12 months ago and has not missed a month being paid at title as director since then. So she is the leader of a fabulous group, and share your team name.
Keep the party going.
Keep the party going. And she's even got a team of a family of a couple of directors underneath her. So it's just really exciting and doing big things, and you know, just really, really a rock and roller with her business. Okay, we've got Andrew on. Hello,
Andrew.
So yeah, I was gonna say if you are. Oh, good. Here he is. Okay. So if you're on, everybody say hi to Rianna and welcome to her. For being our special guest today, and we will try to keep this short and sweet. And just so Rianna, tell us, we were chatting the other day and you were like, oh, you know, I'd like to share this because you do so many things really well, all things customer centric and people centered. And oh, Erin, we got it to work because you just have to do it on a phone. So this is, I'm so glad that we made this work, because this way we can you know, help ask your questions, because I'm watching the comments, but Rianna doesn't want to get squirreled because that's so easy to do, like I just did. But so Rianna, what is working for you in your business right now? What's one thing that you've either been doing lately or been doing since forever that you think is working?
I feel like every year we have to kind of switch it up, because last year was COVID, so I had to learn really quick to do online parties. And I feel like this year everybody's getting back out there, but they also have their STEMI, you know, their STEMI checks coming out, and there's income tax. So I had to start thinking of ways to get the same customers, because I was probably one of the few here in California that try to really stay home. So doing that, I changed everything around and started focusing on my customers. You know, Becky, what did you say before? You give more than you get, something like that. You always say that, always. And I'd be like, she's crazy, but it's really true. Because when I first started, I would do little bits of like wax, you know, throw in the bag if they did a big order. But now what I'm starting to do is give out monthly boxes. I don't say that on there because if somebody orders like a scent circle, I'm not going to send them a box that, you know, spend more money than. But anyways, I've been doing monthly boxes to my customers that order. So I save up I do all my host rewards. I use all my host rewards. I do not spend a ton of money. I'm not going to do that. But when I get commission, I stock up, I do what I have. I use host rewards, I get my boxes out. And so I send a handwritten note, and I thank them for supporting my business the prior month before. And it's really worked, because I have somebody that's come back and spent $200 every single month since January. And I started doing a host box. So I took like a little fan diffuser and a pod, and I wrote a note to everybody that hosted a party in the year of 2020. That's how I started my year out this year. And I mean, I knew it was going to be a wild shot, but almost half have wanted to do another party already, because they were like, this is so, oh my gosh, thank you. So it's just happy mail, really. Yeah. Like on it. And I shop at Nordstrom's. I was telling Becky yesterday or the day before, I don't remember. that at Nordstrom's, I want to feel special when I walked in. I want it to be about customer service. You can go anywhere and buy Uggs. You can go anywhere and buy makeup. But I wanted to go to Nordstrom's because I would get cash back, and they treated me like a princess. They even knew my name when I walked in there. So I love that feeling of customer service, and my customers are, the feedback on it right now is like they're excited because they're like, what's this month's gonna be? You know, and I kind of do like a sneak peek of it. Like, but I don't, you know, want to tell everybody, oh, buy from me and you're gonna get something. I don't do that either. So I just let it just comes in the mail.
Well, and I love it. And some of the things that I love that I'm hearing you talk about is you have a host. So you're not just only relying on those customers to come back from you, but you are still partying and getting new customers, but definitely taking care of those old customers so they keep coming back, and treating your hosts like the mosts, you know, like just really giving them that extra personal touch, like Nordstrom's, to where they didn't even have to, you know, book a party to get your special little freebie. You're just taking care of them so they feel valued and loved, and will then host for you again, which is huge because if you get one more order, you know, that could be $50 in orders. But if you get that great host, that could easily be $500 in orders and more, expanding your horizon. So I think that's another thing you and I were chatting about the other day, is just how many people are not doing parties. It doesn't matter what kind of party you do, whether it's this new QR code party or online parties or live parties, or, you know, however you do them. Rianna, I just love that you're such a good example of continuing to book parties, and each party you can book another party off of a party. And so tell us about a little bit about that.
Okay, so for the parties, I go back to my customers, and I don't really want them hosting a couple parties a year, because then I feel like their friends are going to get burnt out. So I look for like their friends that ordered before, or, you know, if somebody's ordering a lot and they haven't hosted a party for me, I'm like, you could get this stuff for free. Why are you still, you know, let's host a party. And some of them are shy and they don't want to, you know, they don't want to do it because they're embarrassed if nobody buys from them, right? So I started doing, you know, giving them their own party link. You know, my cousin's embarrassed like that, and she's had her party link for 2 months, and her party's up to like $600 and some on her and her sisters. So like, it's just, you just kind of got to gauge who you're working with. But yeah, you have to have parties. Like, I can't imagine just my customers, they're going to get burnt out. So I just, you know, I'm like, just have a party. It'll be easy. It's only 3 days. I don't do my parties super long, for one. And then they also know too, they're seeing, I advertise when I gave all those host rewards out in the beginning of the year. I said, I just appreciate everybody that's hosted a party. You guys are going to get some, you know, goodies in the mail this month. And they snapped it and took pictures, and somebody's daughter wanted to host a party because they see, you know, and I tell them, I'm straight up, when they text me, I'm like, you can go to any Scentsy consultant you want, but I want you mine, you know, so I will take care of you, you know, and they'll just laugh and they're like, yeah, I'm coming back to you. Because you get stuff.
That's perfect.
You know, just
yep.
love. And it doesn't have to be expensive, you know. That's just,
yeah, I love how you said you even put in a handwritten card, or, you know, and sometimes, especially in this day of disconnection, you know, even if you find one special thing about what they did well when they hosted, or one, you know, one quality about them or something, not even just a generic, hey, thanks for hosting, you're the best, you know, XOXO Rianna, but just if you can find one thing, and I'm sure you do this, I'm just kind of throwing it out. The things that I like to do is find some little small nugget of just love. And that is what brings so much just, oh my gosh, she sees me, you know. And in our world of where people feel so not seen and not connected and not loved, what a great thing we can do. They're hosting for us, and look at that huge gift we can give back to them to make them feel special. Like you said, when you walk into Nordstrom, they know your name. Okay, obviously you shop way more than I do, but I love that. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, I love it too. And in the note, I do write, thank you for being a blessing. Like, I do make it personal, because, and I write, you know, Rianna, Brian, and Nicholas. Like, I make sure my whole family's name's in there. Because, you know, my baby, like, you're helping support us too. So I do make it. I throw candy in there. You know, candy's not even that expensive. They get all happy. It's like they got happy for some Sour Patches. You know, like, oh my God, thank you for the Sour Patches. My kids and my boys love it. And it was only one little small pack.
Yeah. Do you have any of your customer appreciation boxes that you can just show on camera, just so we can get an idea of what
I don't, but can I put it in the comments? Because I was looking around and I didn't have the stuff that I needed. So this stuff right here behind me is like what I'm starting with for pineapple. I'm doing a pineapple theme for last month. And so I used all my host rewards for the yellow ones, and I count. So I have like 13 customers that spend. I don't do the customers that buy one wax bar in that month. Like, that's not going to be profitable for me. And I've also made a commitment to use only 10% of my commission check when it comes in. I'm not going to go broke, you know, trying to please everybody either. So when I started with Scentsy, I was like, you know what, I'm going to use some of these bars because, you know, you guys have to get the subscription for the warmer of the month. Like, that is a must. But I used some of those bars before. And I would just chop it up. Becky told me, you know, she didn't have time to do cutesy waxes. I didn't have time. So I started taking your advice and I just started chopping it, and they were happy with that. And if they ordered like $100 or more, then they can get a whole bar. But I would have 8 bars to give away. And that's what I would use as like thank yous. Or sometimes I'd sell them. But, you know, most of the time I was using them as thank yous because, you know, you just have to use your resources. You have to use your host rewards for it. And supplies, like I said, I only go like 10% of my commission check. So when I first started, I wasn't doing boxes, and I do not tell my new teamies that aren't making that much yet to do those. This is, you know, don't go broke trying to use everybody either, because then there's no point. I'm about my money, so, you know.
Yeah, that's so true. But it also takes some to be able to make some, you know. So I love that you are realizing that, yes, it's just coming in, but also, you know, there are things that you can do to put that little teeny special kiss, as Lindsay Randolph from our home office says. She talks about little kisses, which is just little teeny touch points that just say thanks for whatever it is. So that's awesome. And like you said, this is a relationships business, and what a great way to take care of those relationships by showing your appreciation for them with a little extra something. Like you said, keep it within, even if it just has to be a scent circle, those can go in a regular envelope with a regular stamp. You don't even have to do postage for those, or even just a handwritten note with some samples or something like that. Like I said, Rianna, I love that you brought out as well, do what you can do. And if you aren't making a lot of money, like you, I love that little number that you said, 10%. So if you're making $50 checks a month, then you should be spending $5, including, and that's the supplies, that's the postage, that's all the things. So that's kind of a good rule of law. I like that. Thank you.
Yeah, that's just, I mean, it's just, you know, it seems like a lot because, you know, now I'm director, so of course you make a lot more money. So when I'm dropping that money, I'm like, oh my gosh. But then I'm reminding myself it's only 10%, and it's so worth it. Like even 20% would be worth it, because you're going to get those orders back. Like these people, I mean, like I said, there's probably, how many consultants are there? Why you? And you need to make, them want to go to you. Like they may know somebody else. Mostly everybody knows somebody that sells, a couple of people that sell Scentsy, but you need to be the one to like stand out and give the best customer service, not just jumping through like, you know, whatever, but just blessing them back. Like, thank you, you know? Like,
yep. No, that's great. I love it.
I was shocked at my sales this month because you guys, I work by myself. I have no coworkers. I'm at home alone. Like I'm not involved in anything. I'm not outside at the school. Like I haven't been able to branch out. I will start now that we're opening back up after COVID, but I haven't been able to do vendor events, nothing. And this has actually like helped my PRV in the last couple months. Like I walk into the month thinking, oh God, I hope I can get 500 PRV. And it's been, you know, I almost hit $2,500 last month, which I was shocked because I didn't know where that was coming from.
Well, and if you have parties booked, which means your hosts are happy, then you can know at the beginning of the month, you already know, you know, bookings are money for tomorrow. So I love that. And you told me yesterday, you said, I'm already active. Yesterday, before the month even started, you said, I'm already active for April because you had enough pre-orders for the new warmer of the month that you were like, you know, start of the day, start of the month, you're already active. Yes. So yeah. And that happens when you keep those people happy.
I also, sorry to interrupt you, I also waited till the end of the party because I knew this warmer was coming out, and I told them it was over yesterday because I really wanted all of those customers to order before the end of the month too. So I was like, party's over today, but then I kept it open. So this morning I'm all, this just dropped, and now everybody's kind of freaking out in that party. So I'm hoping like maybe tomorrow when they get paid, they'll buy some more.
And another great thing that happened from that party, what happened yesterday?
Recruit. Oh my gosh. And we just had a discussion, and we're in a leadership. Becky and I are in this other leadership that she hosts. It's really good, you guys. So if you guys have not taken this class, I'm a director, and this class is amazing. It's stuff I should have done way when I started. But anyways, so I had this recruit, it's the host's daughter, and she straight up just messaged me like, I love this stuff. I need to join. I didn't have to tell her about it. I hadn't even put my recruiting join me, and this is what you get when you join. And it reminded me of myself, because that's how I found Becky. Was like, I was so excited. I wanted to make money. I wanted to get my own products. And I told Becky, hey, I want to join your team. And so now I have somebody else doing that, which was kind of exciting for me. So yeah, just having that party, it brought a recruit.
Yeah, which is great. And like you said, those are usually the good ones. Look at what you've done, because I'm not the one having to convince you or bring you in for free or, hey, let's earn your kit. You're like, I see this, I want in. And then, so yeah, that's the beauty of parties, whether they're online, whether they're personal shopping links.
I didn't have to give my PRV away. Like, I was so excited because this was a good party. I needed my commission. And so I was like, oh, and then I didn't put this thing yet. And she just was like, I want to join.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So takeaway, moral of the day is pamper your customers and your hosts. Take care of your people. And I would say extend that to your team. Once you have a team, that 10% can include all of your pampering for your customers, your hosts, your team, your prospects, whatever. All of that 10 can include that as well. Because again, the whole idea is we want to make this community where it's easy to enter. It's easy to be our customers because we're available. We make it easy to find us. It's easy to enter and hard to leave, because they just like being with us, and we make them feel good. So whether that's with your team dynamic or with your hosts or with your customers as well, I think that's a huge cue. Yes.
One more thing. I did start, I think, last September with my own team. Anybody on my downline, I'm their director. If they hit $1,000, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but if they get like in the Thousandaire Club or PRV, like they get a special, is that compliant?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
We can't do pay to play with customers at all.
But I reward them for hitting a certain amount, and I get them. I usually try to do Scentsy business products to help their business more. So like,
that's awesome.
Perhaps with their name and their Scentsy. So that's one way I started rewarding my team as well.
That's awesome. So we can't do that with customers because that's technically pay to play.
No.
And a lot of directors thought that we couldn't because, there was some miscommunication. That home office said we couldn't do that with our teams either. You can't say, if you're active, we'll put you in a drawing. But that's been cleared up. So we can do that with our teams. You just can't do that with customers, just for anybody who might know that. So you're all good.
On live.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Well, and that's the beauty of this business is even if you say something that's out of compliance, we all give each other grace. We're all learning together. Nobody's perfect. And, so that's what I love about being a team is that, again, it's that place to belong and that place to just help support each other. So any questions for Rianna before we let her go and let you guys get back to your day? Thanks for joining our Lunch and Learn today. Rianna, you've been a fabulous lunch buddy. Thanks for sharing all of your tips. One other thing that people are always saying to me, I can't get anybody to book a party. Do you have any tips? How are you getting your parties booked?
By my customers or their friends. Oh, follow up. Everybody needs Amy. Like, you cannot do this business without Amy. I follow up I send an email out as well on the beginning of the month, and I tweak my template. I invite them to my Facebook group. So parties happen with my customers or anybody that's bought from me before. I just follow up with them, and then I always use that you buy so much, you just want to get some for free. And then right now it's especially, I'm like, everybody's got those stimmies, everybody's getting income tax, and the party that I'm having right now, I said that to her because I don't know if she feels bad about asking her friends to buy from her, but I told her, I was like, everybody has money right now, they're all shopping. I mean, Target looks like Black Friday. Right. So that's what kind of started that. Is I was giving her some wax, and every time I hand somebody their order, I'm like, let me know, we're going to do a party and get you some free stuff. So I make it like I'm doing them a favor instead of them doing me a favor by hosting. I'm doing you a favor because you're going to get a bunch of free stuff.
Yeah. Well, I love it because then it doesn't feel like you're begging them, because they really do, especially if you're going to roll out the red carpet for them. It really is kind of like the exclusive club that you get to be one of my hosts. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's awesome.
So that's how I do it. I just with my customers or with their, then they have people in that party and they see how fun it is. I've gotten other requests for parties. I had somebody from the party I'm doing right now where I got the recruit from DM'd me asking what do they get if they host. And so I kind of just said, you know, well, if you book a party and it qualifies, I'll give you an extra half off item, which is just the perpetual party award we already have.
Perfect. I love it. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, man, some great tips here. Just golden nuggets. Hopefully you guys were able to listen in on our 5th try. And I'm glad we got it to work, because like I said, you're such a great natural at this, at really, you know, caring for your customers and knowing how to make this business really work. And it's working for you. It's working really well. You are, you know, a super solid director and just on the cusp of that next promotion and just continuing to do all the things. So we're so proud of you. Thanks for being a great part of our team and for being our fun lunch buddy today. So,
Bye.
All right, we will chat. Thanks for coming on. And can you make this available for replay and take notes? Yes, it will be. It's live, so it will be in this group page so that you can watch it and replay and take all the notes in the world. And Rianna promised to post some pictures of some of the boxes that she gives. So you can either give boxes, you can, like I said, even if you just give, you know, something small and simple, or lavish, it's totally up to you. And the nice thing is, like you said, the more you spoil them, especially if you put in like a little brag tag card and say, hey, if you love this, post a picture and tag me on social media. You can even give away little prizes for doing that, or you can even just ask them to do it, and then you'll be like, oh, this is so great, or it looks so great set up in your house, or whatever, you know. And then again, you'll be expanding your customer base so that you're not just with your little teeny circle of friends, you're expanding. So,
oh wait, one more thing. So when I booked this party with this lady and I handed her the wax, I did put a join brochure in her little thing, and her daughter's seen it. And that's nice. The daughter, so the mom had it already there, even though I knew she probably wouldn't want to join because she didn't even really want to host. But it just was in there, and her daughter is the one that took it, and now she's under.
Awesome.
Somebody somewhere, even if that person doesn't want it, they don't know yet.
Well, and even when I put mine in, a lot of times, especially if I know that they're not going to want to join or they've already said no, I'll put a little sticky with a little handwritten note and just say, hey, do you know anybody who might, you know, like this, or who might be interested in, you know, joining me or something like that. So, because sometimes if you don't ask, then they don't think. So people are generally helpful and they're more than happy to share and help you out. But they're like, I don't want to do it. But it would never cross their mind to be like, I don't want to do it, but my daughter would, unless you plant that seed, or if the daughter happens to seed. So awesome. Okay, very good. All right. Well, have a great afternoon. Hopefully it's nice and sunny where you are, because there's nothing better than sunshine. So go make that April amazing. And we will chat with you all again next Thursday or sooner. All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.